Les and I met back in 1986, 1987, about that time. We both worked in a photographic darkroom in central London. We instantly bonded over our mutual love of dance music. Back then it was soul, funk and reggae predominantly, and over the next 20 years we went on this musical journey, I suppose you could call it, as the styles changed from hip-hop to house, acid to Balearic, techno to trip-hop, whatever the genre or sub-genre. We just love dance music. Then in the early 90s we had our first experience of going into the studio, actually created something. It was a real eye-opener for me. It was the early days of Cubase, and those means of making music, making dance music had suddenly become accessible. It had a kind of punk feel, in that you didn't really need to be a great musician. As long as you had the passion and could count in time, you were away. So I said to Les, let's get back in the studio and record something. Didn't really have much of a plan. I thought at best we'd record a couple of tunes, just for old time's sake really. I mean, we weren't spring chickens, so didn't really know if we could recapture that excitement from those years ago. What was amazing was that we instantly started firing ideas around, and they were really good ideas. Again, a natural progression really. Once we started recording, we surprised ourselves with the amount of tunes we were coming up with. Les had never really stopped creating music, so I had a back catalogue of stuff already demoed. And then when we got together in Les's small studio, the inspiration never dried up. So after a few singles, then we did an EP. It felt right to collate more tunes onto an LP. When we started talking about it, we also realised it would be a wonderful callback to how we started all those years ago if we produced it on vinyl. It also affords us a chance to produce something tangible, something physical. One of the joys of vinyl is that tactile nature of a cover, a lyric sheet, and just having the experience of putting on a record player. It was a bit of a no-brainer for us. We wanted to produce a quality product, something that would stand the test of time. We are really lucky to have some amazingly talented friends, photographers, designers, great supporting team, all of whom will help to put together a very special package. But there was no point doing all that if the actual vinyl isn't of the highest quality. So the money raised by Kickstarter will be specifically used to cover the cost of production. 250 copies of the album initially. Each contributor will receive a limited edition vinyl copy of the album, and all their names will be printed on a specially designed inner sleeve. But we also have different award packages depending on how much contributed. These include a very limited edition coloured vinyl copy of the album, band merch, downloads of previously unreleased tracks, and finally VIP tickets to the album launch party with Phantom Crackle's first ever live performance.